Alright, Star Trek fans, today we're going to talk about the Borg, what they're good for, what they do exactly, how to make use of them, and whether or not you should work on your Vidar. So, the Borg have been out for a while. They've done a lot of work on the Borg. Thankfully, I don't have to do a bunch of recap videos, but we can just take a look at what we got going on. So, this big, spiny, porcupiney, ugly baby is your Vidar. Its number one use. The Vidar's damage is increased by 29,750% against Borg hostiles. That's a tier 5. Now, for this ship, in order to upgrade it, you need to farm Borg probes. Borg probes can be found in any of these Borg systems. And if the interface would work for me, Z alpha, rota gamma, so on, so forth. Go in here, view the system, and you've got probes. Big mamma jammas. But that's what the ship's built to kill. Rewards. Inert nanoprobes. Now, what you do is you go in here, you use your pass points, you collect probes. Go to your refinery. Scroll over, Borg Tech. Now, a lot of this wasn't here, didn't exist before, but it does now. Here's where we spend our inert nanoprobes. And we purchase charged nanoprobes. Charged nanoprobes are used to upgrade components of your Vidar. We can also trade in for inactive nanoprobes. Inactive nanoprobes are used to upgrade our Borg officers. Also, while you're hunting probes, you will, on occasion, run across a Ferengi trader. Ferengi traders look like miners. Oh, see it right there, a simulated Ferengi trader. So when you're in these zones and you see a little miner symbol, you're going to want to jump all over that. They give you a crap ton of inert nanoprobes, and they also give you this nifty little Latinum antique. Now, oh, mega chest. Oh, anyway. Now, the Latinum Antique is used for something else, which we'll cover here in a moment. Now, you can also take your active charged probes, trade them in for independent credits. It's kind of expensive, but at least the option is there. You can trade in your antique bugs for Latinum cells, transwarp cells, parsteel, dilithium, and trite. Depending on your level and depending on the tier of your Vidar, it's going to be uncommon, rare, or epic. Example being over here, Borg Tech, Latinum Antique Key. See, epic, blah blah blah. And just for funsies, we're going to click the button for epic disappointments. Oh joy. Yeah, I have never seen an epic Latinum key, just saying. Now, go over here. We can also trade in our our charged nanoprobes for Federation credits, Klingon credits, Romulan credits, and if you somehow have a massive surplus and want to waste them, you can trade them in for reputation points. I don't really recommend the reputation points. I recommend going out and killing hostiles. Now, we're going to look at the Vidar itself for a moment. Upgrade. Vidar takes uncommon gas, uncommon crystal, nanoprobes, and all the other stuff you would expect. The Vidar makes an excellent pirate ship if you're going to go around hunting OPC, going after all of them scrumptious goodies of all those sleeping miners. Now, I feel like the Vidar is a good ship. But if, for example, you're Federation and you're working on your Saladin, you're going to get your Saladin right after you get your Vidar. They're going to share resources. That's going to hinder you somewhat in the leveling up of either ship. So it might be in your best interest to pick one or the other. Now, farming these probes does take time, does take effort, and it is a bit time consuming. Next up on the docket, we're going to look at officers. And we're going to explain why the Vidar is such an interesting ship. I'll go ahead and repair mine real quick. We're going to look at the officers. Sort by group. Scroll down, scroll some further. More. Alright. So, these are all our Borg officers. As usual, mine are a bit tiered up higher than most, so your numbers may vary. We've got 8 of 10. Oh, independent credits, active nanoprobes, command badge. Nope, engineering badge. In order to upgrade this officer. Now, these officers are nifty. They're great, especially for using the Vidar. Officer ability, 8 of 10 increases the attack of every officer on the ship by 65%. Now this is a as soon as you slot her into the bridge, not a when combat starts. So once she's on there, once you get the boost, that's it, she's done. Fight the collective. When fighting a Borg ship, 8 of 10 increases the chance of dealing a critical hit by 10%. Scrumdiddlyumptious. Now we've got 9 of 10. Borg polarization. When fighting a Borg ship, 9 of 10 decreases the chance of dealing a critical hit of the opponent by 10%. That's pretty good. Not the best. 9 of 10 increases the defense of every officer on the ship by 65%. 1 of 10. 1 of 10 is going to be your pack rat officer. Bodyguard. Mine is at tier 3. It gives my protected cargo increase of 40%. Another fun fact about him. As a captain, the ship mitigates 5% more damage to the shield health instead of the whole health. So when the Vidar came around and we had Borg officers, he was it. He was the Borg officer, and he was great because 5% more of all the damage you took was put into the shields. So if you could balance it, the vast majority of the damage you took went into your shields. You just waited for your shields to regen, farm more probes. That is no longer the case anymore. Next officer we've got up is 7 of 10. 7 of 10 increases the health of every officer on the ship by 70%, only at tier 2. In order to promote him, nope, not even almost there, but pretty close. His other great ability is when fighting Borg tactical probes, 7 of 10 has a 20% chance of increasing the number of shots of each weapon by 2. That's a killer, and I'll show you in a minute why. And then you've got the Borg officer that everybody would love to own. Multiple extraction. 10 of 10 increases the speed of parsteel, titanium, and lithium mining by 50%. He also just increases the, at tier 2, speed of mining of the ship by 100%. When you first get him, it's only 80%. That is fantastic as well. Next up, we've got 6 of 10. We are the Borg. Every time the ship hits an opponent with a weapon attack, 6 of 10 decreases the opponent's shield health by 20%. That's pretty good, especially if you're doing armadas. They must have changed that. They used to say armada targets. Okay. Anyway, shield decreation. That's not a word. Anyway, reducing the shields of an opponent is quicker in order to allow you to get straight through that armor and straight into the whole health. Allows you to end combat quicker. Tier 2 officer. Defenses are irrelevant. When attacking an armada target, every time the ship hits the opponent with a weapon attack, he increases the piercing of the ship by 10% of the attack of all officers on the ship. He's kind of like Azit-Burr. Really like Azit-Burr. I do believe last is weaponry is irrelevant. 5 of 10 increases the shield, deflection, armor, and dodge by 200% of the total health of all officers on the ship. And you will be assimilated. This is my favorite aspect of this officer. 5 of 10 increases the resources dropped by hostiles by 20%. Mud modders, folks. Mud modders. Yep, and that was all of our Borg officers. Now, we're going to hop back over to the Vidar, and I'm going to show you something really interesting I discovered recently about the Vidar. Now, as you can see, my Vidar is a bit higher level. We're going to remove everybody off of the ship, because I want to show you this nifty trick. And if you notice, if you ever saw my below deck stacking video, you would know that below deck's bonuses go up to 300%. Once you make this 300%, that's it. 4,200. That's all the bonuses you're going to get. Now, we go over here. Now we're just going to say, I want to go farm Borg probes. And I want to use 7 of 10 as my commander for all those extra shots. I want 5 of 10 because I want extra loot. And we're going to go with... Nope, that's defense. What's attack? Yep, that's attack. We're going to go with the attack officer. So, 35, 40, 50%, 20%, 70%. 70% chance of increasing the number of shots of each weapon by 2. Yeah, see what I'm getting at, it is possible to make that bonus bigger. So, for example, if we went here, that puts us right at 90%. Now, we're going to look over here. 140, 105, 105. Now we're going to start stacking our below decks. I want to go with attack first. So I'm going to use Kang, 245. I'm going to get Gorkin up in here, 280. And now for funsies, I'm going to grab Khan. Khan's got a decent attack. I'll throw him up there. Oh, but wait. 315? Really? Who do we have that gives us more attack? Rima? No, Pan. Yeah, Pan gives us some nice attack. 350. Apparently, with the Vidar, it goes all the way up to 12,000. I didn't discover this till recently. But 12,000, folks. Which means you can bring these stats, if you try really, really hard, or get your Borg officers really upgraded, up to 350% each. Now, I always like to go attack first, then defense, and I always try to round out the health. Sometimes that's not doable, but we're going to give it a shot anyway. Oh, I forgot Kumak. Nope, we've already got plenty of attack. Azit Burr, nope, plenty of attack. Kurla, nope. Charbonnac's gonna bulk out our health. 350, 315, 315. That is the newest information that I've discovered about the Vidar, our Borg probe hunter and pirate ship. You can use this to do... Why did I go in the faction store? Nope. Getting your Vidar up to a certain point, it starts becoming incredibly tedious. You can upgrade your Vidar all the way to tier 9 if you want, but we're up to 77,000 of these bad boys. 77,000. And that's not even the big gun. The big gun, 243,000. Yeah, gonna take a while. Or, you know, Scopely, we've got a handy dandy pack in the store. Comes around every once in a while. It's actually not a bad little pack. 220,000, 19k, 392 crystal. That is sexy. Just saying. Don't encourage spending money, but that amount of crystal, that is sexy. And then of course we get some speed ups, ship EXP, other little goodies here and there. Now if you don't have a Vidar, you can wait around for an event. Usually there is an event that will give you a Vidar. You can buy half a Vidar for $20 if you got half of a Vidar sitting around, or you can buy a full Vidar for 40 bucks. And there's the Elite Vidar full unlock. Gives you the full unlock, Platinum, 8 transwarp cells. You get these for free every day. Some rares, not a bad amount of uncommons. Remember, this is all at level, so what you're seeing here may not be the same if you're a lower level. Let's check. $71,000, 383. Pretty close. That's the difference between a 37 account and a 33 account. But there's the really big drop off. Really big drop off. Might be set up by tiers. Oh, there's a Vidar full unlock. 50 bucks. So yeah, chances to get the Vidar do come around periodically. Usually you end up spending more in uncommon mats than you would just by spending $40 to unlock the Vidar. but they are there. And I think that about covers the Borg. Wondering if we ever get back to an actual Borg arc, and if I'm still around, we'll cover more of this stuff. This was an interesting, entertaining event that Scopely almost got right. It was fun. Look at that mega cube. Look at it. Or don't. I love the interface. Anyway, that's my video on the Borg, folks. I hope it was enlightening, somewhat intuitive, and catch you on the next one.